Welcome to BTB Hot Takes with Andrew Kratzer. Now here's your host, Andrew Kratzer.
Welcome to another live edition of Beyond the Barricade presents Andrew's Hot Takes. I'm your host, Andrew Kratzer, with my co-host and producer, Rodney Harris. And our special guest at this time is Rodney's childhood friend, Mark. They go way back. I've been hearing some little stories behind the scenes of their crazy past with their crazy friends and everything. But happy holidays to everybody from the BTB family to you. How you doing, Mark?
I'm good, man. Glad to be here, brother.
Welcome to Andrew's Hot Takes. And how you doing, Rodney?
Doing swell, my brother. Doing swell.
Been a crazy week. Past few weeks, actually. I just wanted to start off the show with the huge upset 2 weeks ago in the UFC world. I'm so happy. Juliana Pena submits Amanda Nunes to become the new women's bantamweight champion. An upset that no one saw coming. You could have made bank on that fight if you bet Pena and Oliveira. I know people that live in Vegas, and they got big payday because they bet all the underdogs, like except for they lost one fight, where was the O'Malley fight, but they made bank. Yeah.
Crazy thing is that Charles Oliveira went in as an underdog. I think a 150 underdog at the start of the fight. So that means Dustin Poirier came in as a favorite, which is rarely happens at the champ is the underdog. Yeah. Pete, that goes to show you how Vegas, the people say, oh, Vegas got it wrong. No, the people changed that betting line. It wasn't Vegas, it was the people. The people saw what was available and they changed that bad boy by the way they supported Poirier so much. So if you put down, I did believe that if you put 100 down, you were going to get about I forgot what the number line was, but I know for Pena it was like, yo, you put 300 down, you got back 3,000 or something. It was something crazy. It was astronomical.
Yep.
Whoever didn't bet, damn, I feel bad for you. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all could have walked away with major paper. It could have been a huge payday for you. I get why Floyd Mayweather now bets on fights. I understand. I 100% get it. You can make bank.
Yes.
As you know, FanDuel will become a thing starting in the new year in New York State. Yep. So big ups to that. It's gonna help the state get back on its feet.
Also, I heard DraftKings. Also, I've heard Caesars Sportsbook. They're gonna all happen before the Super Bowl. So it's like,
man, that's amazing. That's big time.
Only thing is, I'll put $10 down on the coin flip.
There you go. I think it's well needed, man. It's no longer you have to go behind the scenes and
go to Vegas. Actually,
go to Vegas. You know, or you can do it from the comfort of your own home, especially if you're getting better. I'm not a bettor per se. I'm not a professional bettor. I know some people that do bet, and they tell me, dude, this is a long time coming. It was a big mistake that New York State did not have sports betting as a thing. But now you see WWE's even getting involved with DraftKings.
Yep.
And their wrestling is now involved in sports betting. I remember while listening to the podcast and hearing that our buddies over there across the pond in England were betting on wrestling. There was betting lines. The same way we do the pro wrestling scorecard, those are betting lines over there. So you could put money down on how many near falls. You could put how many finishers. Guys are making money. It's big time. Big business.
I can't wait to see AEW do this eventually, be partnered with something. Also, because they're not going to be the only wrestling company. I'm saying WWE is going to be with the gambling field.
But I bet that they go with MGM Bet. I feel that they're MGM Bet kind of people, real classy.
Yes. Oh, okay. Started with the show hot. Kenny Clown comments, my hot take. Rodney knows it. Although I mean it's not a hot take, but a real fact. Liv may win at day one, but she needs might skills help bad. I got a kind of little hot take. I don't see her winning at day one. I see Becky pulling more hijinks and Liv Morgan winning the Royal Rumble. Continues the storyline. I win the Royal Rumble. It's time that I win this belt at WrestleMania in front of a big Dallas crowd.
Okay.
But yes, she does need help with her mic skills.
I don't know if she's gonna win the Rumble, but I do know that her on the mic, she had to dumb it back because she was becoming too real. And I believe that she does have good mic skills. We've seen it in the contract signing promo.
Yep.
But we saw the complaints that came after the contract signing promo that it was too real.
They were bashing her like crazy.
They were ripping her apart because she really went there.
Yeah,
They
but
definitely
I
ripped her
applaud
a
her.
new one on Twitter too. Like Twitter was blowing up.
yeah. I hate people on Twitter.
I
But
applaud her
I
for
try to
going
stay
there.
away from Twitter.
Like I look at people's comments about other things. Happy Corbin, love him as a wrestler. Like if you hate him and love him, but I know I said she's winning 2 weeks ago, but now if you want to continue this storyline, because if anything, they'll give her a month review with the belt, and then if they need to be, let Becky win the title back at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But I will say this. Where's my thought? Damn it! Kenny got me off my thought. What was I talking about?
About the whole situation with Liv and keeping the storyline going.
Okay, I'm trying to think
Yeah.
because I was sidetracked by Kenny's comment.
Oh, we were talking about the sports betting, and we led into what would be the best thing for AEW.
I know that I was just talking about that, but also will Bayley come back at Rumble and Bliss? Maybe Bliss, unless possibly Bayley, depending how her ACL surgery goes or whatever surgery goes. Like if her rehab's going on.
I think we all miss Big Booty Bailey, as people like to call her on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, but
I know what I was talking about. The Twitter world. Happy Corbin was on of the Ryan Satin podcast the other day.
Phenomenal interview, by the way.
He said that when it comes to people on Twitter, he knows there's people that are toxic on Twitter, but he has never ever met a real hater in like real life, which I don't think anybody ever really confronts the wrestlers of how much they hate them in real life, because I feel like people are too scared to go up to somebody. Like if I went up to Brock Lesnar, I would be like, "Hi, Mr. Lesnar." I wouldn't be like, "I hate you so much that you shouldn't be on TV," because I would be too scared shitless to say something right to his face.
I'm gonna say this, and it might be an unpopular opinion, but I want to correct you on something. All social media is toxic, and we're on the social media platform right now. All of it. I stay away from Facebook. I don't post on Facebook. I'm not that active on Facebook unless it has something to do with our page. I should be active on Twitter. Unless work calls for it or what I do calls for it, then I am. But it is all social media does is continue to start drama, and people get too invested, man. And you gotta shut the Twitter off for a second.
We have one person on our show that's Mr. Negative, and he's always on social media, and he's
throwing shots already. Jesus, he's not even here to defend himself.
I know, but he always commenting about the whole Spider-Man making so much money. He calling everybody hypocrites because he was trying to say that people were scared to go see movies during the pandemic. Meanwhile, it's Marvel. I'm sorry, but anybody, if it's Spider-Man, people are going to go see it no matter what situation it is. I saw it too.
It was great.
I'm happy that it made the money because it's going to make it so Tom Holland or whoever moving forward will make more Spider-Man if they need be.
Well, supposedly, getting into that, supposedly Andrew Garfield is already in the talks of getting his Spider-Man 3 movie.
Oh Jesus!
So,
but also,
and Venom 3 is already in production,
which is a good thing. Like, and I understand Marvel when it comes to movies fucks over other movie companies because nobody really wants to go see a movie that's not Marvel. But Marvel will always be that pillar above any movie company that will make money.
I
That,
agree.
like, if you put a Marvel movie and you put it out, you're not gonna go see another movie over a Marvel movie. Like, hell, I saw Spider-Man and like
It's
this
funny
whole
you say that, bro, because listen, man, if Spider-Man and John Wick 4 would have came out at the same time, bro,
I would have been pissed.
I would have been pissed because
yeah,
I probably would have saw Spider-Man first. No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have
Oh.
saw Spider-Man first.
I just want to one thing I want to defend Mike real quick because Mike's point, man, I got damn, that just threw me off. Michael McMichael was just on the screen, man. Shout out to Michael. He battling for his life, man. He battling over there with the ALS, man. I wish him the best. I hope he's doing all right. But I want to defend Mike here. It's not Mike. What Mike is trying to say, I don't think you quite understand that the hype and the overcraze for Spider-Man, which was expected.
Yep.
People that were scared to come to movies all of a sudden now fell in love with the movie. I'm going. I don't care. But you were just scared to go see the other good movies, the movies that came out this past year that were really, really good, and didn't give them a chance, and they didn't make much money, so they might not get a second movie. Some of them do deserve one.
Yeah.
So, Mark, you're right. If John Wick would have came out the same week, I'm mad that I gotta go. I'm gonna go see it because I'm a huge Matrix fan. I hate the fact that the Matrix comes out a week after. I wish it was nowhere close to Spider-Man because I feel like it's gonna hurt the Matrix viewership because everybody's in this craze to go see Spider-Man.
And also the fact that the Matrix is also on HBO Max, so you don't have to pay to see.
Which is another thing. So
see, that's the one thing that all these movies had a double-edged sword. You put it on HBO Max, and it literally kills you. But she was on Insta Live last week, and I saw. And she said a lot better, so LOL.
Oh my God, Chris Benoit face, Jesus.
She needs to talk to somebody like Trish, talking about Liv Morgan. And hello, Christopher Brown. Happy holidays.
How are you,
Canada? Is it snowing there yet? Because we do not want snow here.
No, we definitely don't want snow. It's definitely snowing in upstate New York. I know
we gotta pay a visit over to Christopher Brown, man. When things start to clear up, I would love to go up there and pay a visit. Maybe catch an indie wrestling show because Canadian indie events be popping.
Where does he live? Is he Toronto?
Winnipeg.
Okay, Winnipeg. He's from Winnipeg, you idiot.
You idiot. That sounds good. I would love to go to Canada, bro.
Yeah, they sell the WWE Network in Canada.
I don't have a passport though. I would love to go to Canada.
Oh, no.
Hey,
I was thinking about getting an enhanced driver's license.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
The fact that they still have the
and I can do it like an elephant.
The fact they have the WWE Network in Canada kills me, and we had to deal with Peacock.
Yeah,
but get your Peacock if you want to watch Day One next month.
Peacock.
No, I mean next week.
Peacock. I know in the TW. I started this thing actually in the THWF group where we literally just abbreviated Peacock and we just call it the cock. It's the apostrophe cock. You can't forget the apostrophe. The apostrophe makes it politically correct.
Mitch,
what's going on, Mitch?
Great show last night.
The
only one thing I liked actually was the whole face paint of CM Punk and Sting. That was pretty sick. Seeing the cross fists and then the Sting old school paint on CM Punk.
No, those two fools, they look like jackasses. Take the face paint off, bro. You're a 62-year-old man. What the fuck you doing wearing face
I mean,
paint?
48-year-old.
You guys look like two clowns. Fucking Bozo and Doink over here want to wear face paint to the ring.
I was in Canada.
Only complaint.
Was that when you were on a dinosaur, Mitch?
No. Speaking of dinosaurs, Mitch, I heard that they found your cousin, bro. The embryo was in the egg. They're trying to bring it back, man. Trying to keep your long lost cousin's family line alive, brother.
Christopher Brown says, "Happy holidays, guys. Jessica will be a few, but she will be in over
Jessica.
Over the next 5 days, Andrew. We're supposed to get a half a foot of snow. Oh shit!
Wow.
Half a foot.
Yo, I got a question, Christopher Brown. Are you if you go to work, if you go to actually like you have to travel for work, do you ice skate to work? Because I seen videos of that shit.
Stereotypical.
Then we get the
You know the man's from Chicago. You know that, right?
Yeah. But in Canada,
my man doing big things over there in Winnipeg, man. He's gonna start his own wrestling promotion soon. We talking about it. We got it in the works. It's gonna be called Christopher Brown's Promotions.
And then Mitch says yes, the face paint. But
nah, man. Let's jump into some Raw and chop it up a little bit, man.
Yeah, we talk about the sufferable Monday Night Raw. Other than the point of over the weekend, Liv Morgan attacking Becky Lynch. That was amazing. So shut it off with Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens attacking Big E and Bobby Lashley, which is maybe the next two-man power group.
And me and Rodney were actually talking about it on Monday. Bobby Lashley came out to the ring looking like Morpheus. And I don't know what the hell to make of Seth Rollins. What the hell he was wearing. He
I kind of like his style, but it's like weird to actually see him in this character in a way.
Bro, he looks like that 70s show like
Fez
fucking kitchen, like friggin' the tablecloth, bro. Like it was horrible.
Seth looked crazy.
It was like the honeycomb box.
He looked crazy for the past weeks.
Him and Becky coming out looking like the same situation. They come out matching.
Becky's a woman.
At this point, I'm convinced that him and Becky steal from each other's wardrobe.
They definitely do. She's dressing him and he's dressing her. I think that's what's happening. They're in a rush because the baby, they're parents. You gotta understand something. As a parent, you ain't got no time to get dressed. You throw on whatever you can find. So literally, if the baby's on the road with them, they gotta put on whatever they can find, man. Look, I'm gonna just wear this. All right, you wearing that? All right, I'm gonna wear this. All right, I think we good now. Like that's literally how those conversations go. You gotta do what you gotta do. I understand. I get it. But man, oh man, it's getting bad out there. You're over there trying to be Ric Flair, styling and profiling, but you just looking nuts. Just looking nuts.
You got that sets up Mitch as the 60-minute. The title match should be no time limit. Any title match should be no time limit. Anywhere.
Mitch, we are talking about Raw SmackDown at the moment.
Well,
if you have any
AEW talk, save it for Monday.
Well, we can
comment. We could comment on a little bit of thing, but we'll save that for a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, word.
But that attacks set up a tag team match for later on in the night with Big E and Bobby Lashley taking on Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. We had the first action of the night, Bianca Belair taking on Doudrop in the final chapter match. And that was won by Bianca Belair after a KOD, seeing her amazing strength of picking up Doudrop. Also, apparently Doudrop is getting another name change soon.
What happened? What's it called? Do Dry?
No, it's gonna. I heard they put in a trademark to get Piper Niven back.
Really?
Oh, the name that she already had.
Yes.
So, it's about damn time. So
I was so pissed when they took away her
name.
actual name, bro. Like, I was so. Oh, and I also heard. I just read on Sportskeeda yesterday. Bobby Lashley is supposed to be getting a gimmick change.
Morpheus?
I don't know.
He's no longer going to be the Almighty. He's going to be the.
He's supposed to be getting a gimmick change. I don't know exactly what that gimmick change entails, but yeah, he's supposed to be getting a gimmick change.
Maybe it's something involving the gentleman from the Olympics.
They didn't get too specific with it. I was kind of upset that it wasn't very descriptive.
No, Rodney Rollins decided to steal the DeLorean, go back to the 70s, and decided to raid Austin Power's father's closet.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
I was actually telling Rodney last week that his outfit looked like friggin' Cadillac interior.
It's like no wonder why Daddy wasn't there.
Cadillac interior.
No wonder why Daddy wasn't there. He was helping Seth Rollins pick out a wardrobe.
Word.
The next action of the night, we saw Austin Theory taking on Finn Balor, which was won by Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And then after the match, he attacked Austin Theory attacked Balor backstage to get back in Mr. McMahon's good graces, which I think Austin Theory is the next chosen one, like the next what we'll call it, the like next Drew McIntyre, basically. That I think Austin Theory is going to be a future WWE champion one day. He has the look. He has what it takes to be WWE champion. I think give him Money in the Bank this year. I mean, next year, you give him the Money in the Bank.
That could work. I would love to see it, honestly. I think Austin Theory is a great competitor. I watched him come up in Evolve. I watched him wrestle a few times in Indy, and the kid's definitely got it.
Me and Rodney went to an Evolve show, and we saw him wrestle. And it was a great...
I was actually, sorry to cut you off. I was actually talking to Rodney about that last week. I went to Evolve at La Boom, and that was when it was Tyler Breeze, Roddy was there. Pretty much the whole Undisputed Era was there except Adam Cole. But Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly was supposed to wrestle, and then they wound up canceling their match because I think they actually had to fly out for something with NXT,
like TakeOver or something.
Yeah, something like that. I think TakeOver was coming up, and they had to fly out because they had a match. I think they were the tag team champions at the time.
Okay.
And Tyler Breeze was there. Tyler Breeze had a match. I was telling him that Luchasaurus now was actually in Evolve back then.
Yep.
Under a different name.
What was his name at the time?
I forgot. He had so many different names.
Because do you watch a show called Big Brother?
I've seen it.
He was on Big Brother season 17.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. You want to hear some crazy shit? And I don't even know if I've ever actually told Rodney this. My cousin is best friends with Will Morrissey's sister.
Okay.
They went to college together.
That's awesome.
She knows Will. She grew up with them.
Small things like
my mom worked. Well, my mom was a part of the PTA and the PS68, and one of the teachers in 68 is actually the sister of Big Cass. It was funny.
Big Cass was dope, man.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. I'm happy to see him getting his shot over there, there with Moose
and Impact.
That
Hard to Kill is going to be a great pay-per-view.
That's a good card, man.
That's going to be another pay-per-view I might have to order.
Man, I'm watching Impact right now. I got the Impact right now.
Christopher Brown says, as I understand it, Lashley might be getting a face turn, so there's a chance he might be ditching MVP.
Yeah,
I don't like
no. That's what I was saying.
No.
Can
we just bring back the Hurt Business again? I like the Hurt Business.
He's one of the best heels you got. The
Hurt Business is a heel group on Raw was the best fucking thing in the world, man. And Vince had to break their asses up, and it's pissed me off.
If they make Bobby Lashley face, they're gonna bury Bobby Lashley. It's gonna happen. He's not good as a face.
No, he's not.
Wow, that's the thing, Andrew. A few weeks ago, I heard that Reigns might be moving up his timetable to make the jump to Hollywood. So Vince may need to make another face of the company choice.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yo, can you just accept the fact that some wrestlers would like an opportunity? They're a tag team now. No. Who? Mitch,
I don't know. I don't know, Mitch. I don't know. He's been talking a lot. We don't know.
Yeah, Mitch talks Mitch language. So, Merry Christmas to you, Jessica Hoffman. Hope you have a healthy New Year and a happy Christmas.
Should be a good one.
Yes. Hopefully the weather is nice. I got to work on Christmas, but I'm getting that holiday pay.
Oh,
that's good.
Wait, you got to do your regular shift?
Yeah, 4 to 12 on Saturday. I leave a half day tomorrow. I work 8 to 12:30. Not bad, but makes no sense because I don't even go out and hang out with my family until 5 or 6 o'clock.
Initially, I know.
Go ahead.
Everything all right?
Yeah, that's not me.
No, that's Charlie's in the bathroom banging on the wall doing something in there.
All right. I was making sure nobody was like, come in. Boom. How you doing?
Actually, no, that might be my mom. Actually, she's probably in the bathroom getting ready to go to bed.
Just go because I have work tomorrow too. 2 to 6, Saturday off. Ah, man.
Is that somebody knocking on the forbidden door?
Yeah, right. Not a forbidden door right there.
It's crazy. The bathroom's literally behind my wall.
But I gotta say, if you turn Lashley face, it's gonna be. I liked heel Lashley better because I got easily sick of him. Then I liked him back. But if he's face, last time I remember he was face, it was when he was U.S. champion and ECW champion.
Yeah.
But so yeah, if they bring Lashley as a face, I think it's gonna ruin. Yeah,
it was almost like
so a long time ago.
Almost damn near 12 years ago, 15 years ago. Damn, why I feel so old? Stop it.
We old, bro.
Can you believe Ja Rule's song "Living It Up" is 20 years old?
Can you believe I'm gonna be 30 next week?
Dang! Happy early birthday from me to you.
I turned 30 on day 1, bro.
I'm gonna choke. Yeah, he's a New Year's baby.
New Year's baby, brother.
We have a split of a tag team that happened last night on Monday night. AJ and Omos are no longer a tag team after taking a loss to the Mysterios. AJ Styles kind of attacked Omos, and Omos fought back. So they have a match coming up on Monday against each other, which means AJ Styles is losing. No way Omos is losing to anybody anytime soon.
It just goes, wow, really? Yep. Yep. Ja Rule song, 20 years old.
I turn 28 next year, but I'm not looking forward to being that old.
Enjoy it. Wow, I guarantee you, once you hit 29, you're going to start to experience body pain that you never experienced before.
Yep.
That means 30 is creeping on you, right on your shoulders, breathing real heavy.
Yes, sir.
Breathing on you.
The old pains kicked in when I turned 21, bro.
What
I turned 21 and I literally woke up the day of my birthday and my back was on fire, bro.
He was like, "Doctor said I need a backiotomy."
I was like, damn, this is what 21 feel like? I can only imagine what 30 feel like.
You ever roll out of bed, just look at your clock?
Excuse me, bro. I gotta put my eye drops in. These freaking
Nah,
eyes
no problem.
bugging all day, bro.
Go ahead.
It's like I
Yeah, I know.
got 5 more minutes. Just roll back over. Next you know, you get a cramp. All right, I'm up.
I gotta tell you a funny story about Rodney and Mark. We were at Planet Fitness working out, and Rodney gets a freaking cramp. And the way I looked at him, he was like, Andrew! And I said, I don't know what to do.
No. This is how it happened. I was on a leg curl machine. I got off the leg curl machine. My hamstring started cramping up. And
I don't
was like,
blame you, bro.
I was like, Andrew, I'm going down. Andrew's like, no. Because he can't, I can't carry you. I can't get you up. I was like, Andrew, I just gotta sit here. I gotta sit here, stretch them out. So I sat flat down on the floor and I had to stretch out my
that feels
legs.
so much better. Oh
My damn boss comes rolling over. And she was so nice.
Okay.
Shout out to Michelle. She was so nice. And she goes, are you okay? I was like, I didn't have my potassium.
Son, I got a cramp in my back now, bro. Shit.
I sneezed the other day. I pulled the muscle in my lower back. Yo,
Bro, I do that all the time, son.
I was like,
I do that all the time. I be telling my baby moms all the time, like, yo, you ever fucking sneeze and crack your back? She's like, no.
Pull the
You're
muscle right in
fucking
my lower
old,
back.
yo.
Have you ever
knots?
you have a violent sneeze that you cramp your neck?
Oh,
That shit hurts.
Give yourself whiplash. No, I'm telling you right now, you know you old. When you stretch in the bed and you start shaking the bed like you have a convulsion. You start shaking just once you do that, you know for a fact you're getting old. Man, oh man.
Christopher Brown says right now Raw is very heel heavy, so I can see them making the switch.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's very heel. It's a Healy show. Everybody got Heelys on.
I gotta say the fact that there's so many heels on Raw, it's crazy, and I feel like there's more faces on SmackDown. They gotta turn some people heel on SmackDown. You know what I gotta see? I want to see the Mysterios turn heel. I wish
about that.
Chris Brett said, I wish somebody would open the Forbidden Door, Andrew. I want Briscoes versus Bucks versus Usos versus Street Profits. Damn it. LOL. Yo, that match would be fucking fire. Give us a TLC match.
But me and Rodney were talking about this Monday with Chris. We got into this on Monday. We were talking about basically how when you have a match that's like either more than 2 tag teams, or you have like a tag team quad match, or like a tag team trios match, or like these fucking 5-on-5 matches, it becomes hard to watch because you have so much shit going on at once that the cameraman's, first he's following this guy's, then they cut these 2 guys, then they cut to these 2 guys kicking each other's ass, then they cut to this guy, then they cut to this guy getting fucking clotheslined over a rope, like.
Then I go to Jerry in the back, like Jerry.
Yeah. Then they go to the fucking commentary table real quick and see what's happening at the fucking it gets complicated, bro. Then they jump into the fucking crowd and show like them going into the crowd and stuff, like. Bro, it's too much. It's too much.
Yep.
So, but I digress because I do honestly think that would be cool to see all those tag teams go at it.
Like I said this before, if they really, really want to do something really cool, like New Japan, US, like they have they're trying to get like a US brand. They have AEW, they got Impact, they got WWE. If they did like a co-branded show, they do a co-branded show that would sell out in minutes, not even minutes, seconds. If they get like a big show that they can have like in like a arena, I'm in a stadium. Imagine AEW versus WWE versus New Japan versus Impact. One mega show a year, or 2 mega shows a year. It'd be like
it was the AEW, Impact, and JPW.
It'd be a fun situation just to see like.
This is incredible! What a package!
Like that's what it'll be, just a full package full of greatness with great teams and great opportunities. And I think that we need more of that in wrestling. We need more collabo. But when it's business for everybody, it can't be one-sided like the AEW Impact situation. I felt like that was very one-sided.
It all benefited AEW, not Impact. But also, you know what the thing is about also? I will say this. Imagine this match. WWE's role model Bailey versus AEW's role model Britt Baker. Mark, I'm fucking 45.
Mark, I'm fucking 45. I'm thankful my spine is still intact at this point.
You're 45 years young. You're 45 years young.
Listen, man, my spine has so much damage from working my last job, man, at the airport, freaking lifting them heavy ass fucking 75, 100-pound bags, doing the same movements all day long, man. My back is shot, bro.
Mark was one of those guys, but like, yo, what you got in here? What's that?
Yeah, what's that? Is that a dildo?
Be slow. Most of the time it is.
Is that a dildo? Bro, listen, bro. Funny story. We used to actually just purposely send the dildos downstairs just because it was funny.
Why don't I need to cut you off, Mark? Why? Can I ask you a question? You dealt with this. My sister deals with it now. She also works for the same place.
Oh yeah, Shayna's going through it.
Why do people constantly feel the need to pack that with?
You want to hear something funny? So we used to get the bags with like, I got a bag one time, and we used to get bags like this all the time. But I got a bag one time with a whole bunch of like BDSM shit in it, like fucking whips, fucking ball gags, chains, dildos.
Off the rails, baby.
Off the rails, bro. Off the fucking rails. Bro. Beyond the barricade, bro. If you will.
Beyond the barricade. Stop
Beyond the barricade, bro. But 90% of the time, it was a dude's bag.
Wow.
Yep, 90% of the time, it was a dude's bag.
That's weird, man.
You had and that one fucking, bro, that one bag that I'm telling you about, the BDSM shit, that was a flight attendant's bag, bro. He worked for Delta.
Oh, damn.
That was a flight attendant's bag, bro.
Jesus Christ. Well, listen, if you're into what you're into, just don't travel with it.
Oh, man. I can tell you
ship
stories,
it.
man.
But also...
That's a conversation for another day, bro.
Andrew, I'm going to tell you right now.
That's a conversation for the company that you work for on Tuesdays.
Oh, Andrew, man.
Let me tell you something.
I could start a whole podcast about that shit.
Oh, no, listen, I do shows like that all the time. Look, Andrew, listen, let me explain something to you. Really cool show on the network. A woman that hosts a show with the people I'm affiliated with.
Yes, I know.
She actually just interviewed Hugh Hefner's ex-girlfriend. Really cool. By the way, Andrew, when we go to Dallas, if you think you're gonna travel with some wild stuff on you,
I'm not.
I don't know you. Okay?
I don't travel with any wild shit.
You. Shout out to but hold on. We gotta do this. We gotta do this right. All joking aside. Shout out to Jack Kratzer.
Yeah, shout out my dad, the dream maker.
Because he confused the hell out of me. And that man was moving, shaking, and popping to get things done before me and you even knew what was done.
Yo, because the check-in dates were weird. Because I was like this. I'm like,
November.
I was like November.
Why
but
in November?
But we got this shit. We got our hotel. We got our tickets. We're actually 100 fucking days away from Mania.
Yo, I'm so excited, man. So excited. We officially are done. Everything's locked in. We're good to go. All we got to do is pack.
Yeah. All I got to do is travel bag. Boom.
To Dallas.
I am jealous.
No, listen, this is like I said to you before, Mark, I'm praying that
there's no the cold.
Yeah, please don't even put it in the universe.
Yes.
What was that? What was it we were going to try to do in February? Was that Hog?
Yes, we were going to try to go to Hog. Tickets are selling fast for that show. With the Lucha Bros there to be featured. You also have Who Runs the World coming up in January. I believe it's January 8th. Who Runs the World? Hog has a woman show going down.
Mercedes Martinez is going to be there.
Deonna Purrazzo is going to be there as well. Front row tickets are still available, folks. Front row tickets. So if you want to go, $40 front row.
I might be down to go to the women's show if it's $40. I want to.
Matter of fact,
if Rosemary's there, I want Ram seats. I want to get my moment again. I'll look
for you right now. I'll look for you right now, Andrew. See if they're still available, buddy. Because I'll look for you right now. They did change up their website a little bit, guys. So you gotta go to hog.net and see what's up. Let's see what's available. Damn. Front row tickets just sold out, buddy. Sold out. We got second row. Second row now. Second row is
better than nothing, bro.
That's right. So
what's the show called?
Who Run the World? Who runs the world?
Girls.
Who runs the world?
Girls.
Now,
this shit is bananas.
BANANAS. Look, at this point, I think me and Andrew have done a good job at saving up and getting ready for Dallas, but
yep,
you can throw a little indie event in there once in a while. But nonetheless,
actually, it's the 14th, Rodney, not the 8th.
It's the 14th. I thought it was the 8th.
It's a Friday. I don't think they do a lot of shows on Saturday.
You know why I said the 8th? Because I just saw the Hard to Kill advertisement on TV, and I'm thinking about the 8th. Because I looked that way and I saw the 8th, and my bad, guys, the 14th. That is my mistake. Yes, we do. That's right. You let them know. Girls run the world. They do. They do run the world. But it's a fortunate thing too, because if men ran the world, good Lord have mercy,
we be screwing things up.
Yo, listen, but honest to God, we might have a T-Rex ringing you up at CVS by 2070. So be careful out here, all right?
Yo, I might have a pet
might be coming back. Because they got homeboy over here, the embryo. They're gonna clone homeboy. They're gonna clone him. You know they're gonna clone him. Yeah. They're gonna have a T-Rex like, would you like your receipt? That shit gonna be wrapped around his neck with his little arms. Yo, can you sign here for me? No, get away from me.
Instead of service dogs, get service raptors.
Oh God, now this is my service raptor, man. This is for my anxiety.
You see, all of a sudden you see a bird fly. You don't see a bird flying. You're blind man holding on to the raptor. And you see a bird flies by, and you see the raptor look up and start running. You just see that video of that lady that's holding onto the leash, and the dog takes off, and you see her.
Jesus Christ. No, but man, I'm genuinely scared, man. I mean, that news broke. I was like, come on now. Because think about this. The closest thing to dinosaurs are crocodiles and alligators.
Yes.
So if you take that embryo's DNA and you mix it with a baby embryo of an alligator, you can technically bring back the dinosaur that was in Jurassic World.
Yes.
The one that was in the water. You could technically remake. You can actually remake that. If you decide to mix the two DNAs.
You could.
I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying science is a thing, But I'm pretty sure that they already said that they're trying to bring back the woolly mammoth, the dodo bird. They haven't found signs of the megalodon, but it's very possible. And they want to bring back that damn lizard giant dinosaur thingy.
Oh shit, I'm such an asshole. That's funny.
What happened?
Going through some personal. Nah, my girl just sent me some shit, bro. She just sent me some shit where this dude's girl farted in front of him like mad loud. He wasn't even shocked by it because they've been together so long. She was like, I was like, I'm still waiting for that moment. She was like, for what? So you could talk shit. I was like, babe, if you fart like that, the only one talking shit is you. Bro, we've been together on and off for like 7 years, and I think she's only ever farted in front of me one time, and it was on accident too.
Nah, the worst. I'm gonna shut up.
You're married,
I'm gonna shut up while I have a chance.
I'm sure the walls are very thin in your house.
I'm going to shut up.
I know the walls are very thin in your house.
Yes, I got my curtain up.
Trish be listening, bro. She be like literally sitting by the door waiting for some shit.
She be like, look, she'll be listening. Yo, she'll peer over your shoulder like the Undertaker rising up.
The Undertaker.
But going back to a little bit Monday Night Raw, the rest of Monday Night Raw, we had Randy Orton taking on Chad Gable, which was won by Randy Orton. Well, meanwhile, Riddle is kayfabe injured from the attack from Otis last week.
Just working NXT. He fine.
But Mitch, if you're not paying attention, Riddle is the MSK shaman. Basically, trying to get him on the right path. To get there.
I think it's great.
He the weed man. That's what he is.
He
He
the
ain't no
weed
damn
man.
No,
Yo, did you see his face?
He the weed man.
Did you see his face when he opened that bag?
Yo, dude,
You would have thought
wow.
he struck gold. I know there was some eddies in there, bro. I know it was some edibles in there.
I'm telling you, either Road Dogg
like a
or
pound
Sean
and a half of
wrote
weed
that.
in that motherfucker, bro. Like,
Yo, I gotta say,
Sean or Road Dogg wrote that.
I want to see Nash Carter, Wesley, or when back in the day it used to be called Desmond Xavier, Trey Miguel, and what was his name? Zach Wentz, and RVD and Matt Riddle in one room together. You see smoke coming underneath the door.
oh yeah,
It's the weed smoking kids.
it's the weed smoking kids,
The Rascals and the Potheads.
Yep.
the high
If the-
club.
They would have having a hell of a group in the ECW. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, that would have been like the high flying.
Literally, the
Literally,
high
literally, the high
flyers.
flying. We get high, the high flyers.
Because I got high would be there with walk-out music. I get that's Paul. That's the Paul Heyman thinking right there. He would have put that together, man. And he would have turned them into the pot smoking crew in the world, the crew of the world. And rightfully so. They all are supportive of the ganja. So why not? Why not make it into a story, right? So that's just how the business works. But WWE has done it in such a creative way to swing it so you don't think that automatically, but you do, because we wasn't born yesterday.
Like,
we can tell the forest from the trees.
I admit, like, the whole shaman thing reminds me of the whole Rascals Treehouse segments, which were Golden Impact, when they had Scarlett Bordeaux show up, and they were all. One of them was confused, like, "Why is there a fourth chair?" And all of a sudden she appears, and they like try to act all like cool.
Did Rosemary ever show up on the Rascals Treehouse?
No, but Conan showed up. And Santana Ortiz showed up, and Ortiz has the fucking Patron. That's not a thing. Have one. And they're drinking it. And you see Desmond Xavier.
Oh, my goodness. I'm watching I got the damn Glacier on with Ernest and Cat Miller.
But also, we had Dolph Ziggler beating Damian Priest by countout. That's the first countout victory I've seen in a while.
Really?
Yep.
First countout victory you've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Why is this?
Because, like, you mainly you see in WWE DQ finishes. You never see a countout finish. You rarely see that countout finish.
Mm-hmm.
We also saw Miz and Reese tricking Edge on the cutting edge.
Oh yeah, Glacier was terrible. He was such a bad.
Rhea Ripley defeating one half of the women's tag team champions, Queen Zelina.
Yeah, she destroyed Zelina.
Liv Morgan offering Becky Lynch a kendo stick and dared her to get in the ring after an amazing actual cinematic attack of Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch in that training for day one. Like, honestly, that video got me more invested in the rivalry, because when's the last time you've seen something like that? Actually, training session and a cinematic vid.
Crazy shit is, I looked at that training session, and I was like, "Oh, word, we bringing back Raw Underground? Word."
What about Tamina? Tamina, Natalia,
and Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose.
And Mandy Rose.
But there was like, but it mainly was mainly back. They were in a backstage interview both times, and then they heard the training in the background, but you never seen an actual video on from a Sunday night, like go on Instagram, there was an attack from Liv Morgan on Becky Lynch. Like you never seen that shit. Like I've not seen it before. Speaking of Edge's matches, do you guys see maybe Beth getting involved or not? Yes, I see Beth. I see Beth coming to Raw Monday and
Mixed
turning
tag
it.
match,
Yes.
WrestleMania.
Beth,
No.
Mixed tag match WrestleMania night 2.
No. I'd
Beth
rather see no.
with 2 F's. Beth.
No. I do not want to see that at WrestleMania. Give it to me at Royal Rumble or Day 1. I do not want to see this at WrestleMania because that means The Miz and Maurice are taking the loss. Because you know Edge can't lose it. Because you can't see Edge taking 2 losses at WrestleMania back-to-back years.
Come on, yeah, he can afford it. Stop it. Hey, listen,
He
hot
might-
take. Edge ain't all that great. All right, let's
Edge
put it out
looking
there.
old. I gotta
Edge
tell
ain't
you,
all that great.
Edge
He
is
never
old.
was that great.
Edge
Stop
couldn't
praising
sell the.
Edge.
Dude, you see the Edge? Edge was getting skull crush finale this on Raw, and he was having difficult time letting Miz put his foot where he needed to put.
Yeah.
It took about a couple tries to actually
Yeah.
get it down right.
He's old, man. He can't move like that no more.
Nah, Edge ain't.
Past his
I wasn't an Edge head. I know mad people. Edge, oh my God, Edge, Jesus Christ, Edge. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. He was alright. He wasn't
He was
the greatest wrestler in the world.
me.
Okay, he was all right.
He was me.
Yes.
He was
He-
better than Alberto Del Rio.
I say
Okay. Yeah,
I got a
That's all I'm
question.
gonna give you.
I'll give you that one.
this is my little like new segment I want to say. Do you think Edge deserved the Money in the Bank briefcase to be the first Money in the Bank winner?
Yes, I do. I do deserve. He deserved. I do deserve. Golly, I believe that he did deserve the Money in the Bank briefcase. I will give you that.
Yeah. That was a good one.
It will be a Day 1, Andrew. They're not going to drag it out this Miz and Edge feud longer than they have when there's more important feuds for both of them to have at Mania. That's true.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be a
Don't
match.
put it past Vince McMahon, Christopher Brown. You know how this crazy man work.
I don't know. We'll see, man.
Looking back at the WrestleMania 21 Money in the Bank ladder match, we had Christian. We had Kane, Chris Benoit, Edge, Jericho,
Ooh.
and Shelton Benjamin all in that first
Man, Shelton Benjamin
First-
winning.
Money in the Bank match. I felt like they should have given it to Shelton Benjamin at the
Yeah.
time. Because Shelton Benjamin, flying high, had a pinfall victory over Triple H,
Mm-hmm.
almost had a spot in the Elimination Chamber,
Yes, he did.
but Ric Flair getting involved in that beat the clock match.
Oh my goodness.
I also said that us, the crowd, kind of changed the direction of WrestleMania 21's matches because it was going to originally be Triple H versus Randy Orton,
Mhm.
but Batista was getting more love,
No,
and
it
also,
wasn't.
and
He was blown
also, it was supposed to be Kurt Angle versus JBL, but the crowd got behind John Cena during the time, so they switched it up to John Cena and JBL. Lita was supposed to take on Trish Stratus in their own one and only Mania 21 match if Lita did not get hurt at New Year's Revolution. There's a lot of shit that I will say back in the day. The Miz got to thank us for his career because thank God we didn't vote him winning the Tough Enough winner of 2004
Jesus. I don't
because
even
he
know
would.
like
I
that.
don't because thinking about it of right now of Daniel Puter's career, I've never heard of him mentioned once
Every
after 2004. After that whole thing, after the Royal Rumble, you never heard of Daniel Puter's name dropped.
Well, he got hazed out of the building.
Yeah,
Like
But-
it was, Bob Holly was. It was all
I know.
three of them, but I think
But-
Bob gave it to him the worst.
yeah, because Hardcore Holly used to love to bully the rookies, but also
warn them about it.
But also the fact that imagine the Miz winning this and Miz getting hazed out of the locker room and him never signing a deal with WWE.
He almost did. He almost got hazed out of the locker room. Remember he said they used to make him dress outside in the hallway.
Yeah, but thank God the Miz didn't win that, because imagine him getting chopped up at the Royal Rumble. I felt like that would have broke with the Miz, and the Miz would have went back to the real world.
I'll give the Miz credit for his career as it is right now, and he's done a lot to get to where he is. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does.
Yep.
Yeah.
The effort he put in to make the Miz character who it is, heel or face, it doesn't matter. He's a much better to heel than he ever was a face. But as it stands right now, I think the Miz is right where he needs to be.
Yep.
Now, could I see the Miz get another good long title run? Yeah, I can. But is the Miz going to be? Is he a face of a company?
No.
Very, very well could be, but not the WWE.
Yep.
I can see him being a face of Impact. He's world recognized nationally. You can put him on TV shows. You could send him out to radio to promote. You can send him to TV to promote. He's very good that way. He's a personable person, very likable, very charismatic.
Yep.
That's going to sell tickets, or is that you're doing it to sell product? Because he can sell product. I don't know if he can sell tickets.
I can see him. I watched the show Miz and Mrs. I'm hands down. I will say that I watched that show. I love that show with the passion, because it actually shows you the Miz's real outside life, like how he is as a father, and the funny hijinks with him and his father and mother-in-law and his mother and Maurice and his two kids. Like, you never see that generally, but now you have damn fucking spin-off show of that, of Brandy and Cody Rhodes' show, which is terrible.
I haven't watched one licking minute of that.
It's not that good. It's really not that good.
I watched the first episode of that show, and I was like, yep, it's a Miz and Mrs. A spin-off.
I watched Miz and Mrs. because Trish watched it.
A damn good attempt, but the thing that's the difference though, the thing that I like more about Cody and Brandy is that show shows more of what happens behind stage at AEW. But that's the only difference. That's really the only difference. Other than that, it's pretty much a spin-off of Miz and Mrs.
But also, now we got the main event of Monday Night Raw, which was won by Bobby Lashley and Big E. And after the match, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens attacked them again. Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp on the steel stairs to Bobby Lashley, which is actually, I don't get how you can sell that move. Like did your hand actually hit the mat before your face? Like you're making sure.
Yeah, no, he definitely did. He definitely did. I watched it. Like, I had to watch it a couple of times in slow-mo, and his hand definitely breaks his face from hitting that shit.
Because I'm terrified if that move goes wrong, you're fucked.
Nah, so what they'll do is usually before their head hits the thing, they'll slide their hand in front of their face so that it hits the hand.
Okay.
But that way they can. So what they'll do is they'll slide their hand in front of their face, so that way when they go down, it breaks the fall, and the hand is what's making the sound, not the head.
Okay.
I've had to watch that move so many fucking times in slow-mo just to notice that. But yeah.
I still gotta say, the whole curb stomp into the RKO situation. Sorry if you asked Miz to try and sell something as shitty as My Pillow. It ended up being a colossal failure. LMAO. He did a good job, I think, selling himself on Dancing with the Stars, basically. He actually did a great job at dancing. I didn't know that he had the moves that he had. Only reason why I watched Dancing with the Stars this year. because he was on it.
See, The Miz can be a commercialized human being. He's great at it. That's why he's always invited to these little shows and do these little things, because it gets more eyes on the Miz brand and also WWE. So you can't really get mad at the Miz for what he's doing. He's just doing what works for him, and it's keeping him relevant. If he was one of those guys that just wasn't relevant and just stayed to the side, by this time, look at all the people that came out of that Miz era. Most of them are gone.
Only one left.
So it's the way you stay relevant is you do whatever you can do just to stay relevant. If it's Dancing with the Stars, if it's me doing Good Morning America, whatever I got to do.
Is it me doing like a TV cameo for a show? I'll do it. Like, he loves the exposure.
Like, I'm not mad at the Miz as far as his hustle goes. I respect his hustle. Don't have to like him. Yeah, I respect him. I respect
the shit out of him, because he said it on the Real World. He's going to be a wrestler. He's going to wrestle for WWE, and he proved. And everybody in that house used to fucking mock him.
Yep.
And they said he was never going to make it. Now look at him now. 18 years later, he met his wife in WWE. He has 2 wonderful children. Headlined WrestleMania. It's the first ever 2-time Grand Slam feat of WWE. He had a great career. If I met the Miz in real life, I'd shake his hand and say, "Man, I respect you." Like, if I have an opportunity to meet him at WrestleMania, I'll go meet him at this year's WrestleMania.
One of the most underrated wrestlers in the world. I'm watching right now.
Who?
Disco Inferno, man. Disco Inferno. Terrible gimmick. Great wrestler. Man, he was so good. Hell of a seller. He could sell. He could do all of it. Disco was terrible. It was a terrible gimmick, though. But Jesus, can he wrestle?
Yep. I got a question. I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
To me, I like the fact that WWE has their own like little streaming service, but like I kind of wish there was just one wrestling streaming service in the world, so you don't have to go to Peacock. There's the wrestling.
Like the wrestling universe, and it's like WWE has a hand in, AEW has a hand in,
so then
Impact has a hand in, but that's money out of their pocket. The reason why I get what you're saying.
It's money out of their pocket, but then it's also you get the money a little bit from another company to use your footage in their show. It'd be like, because as we all know, like right now that like what happened last night on AEW. My little AEW talk.
Spoiler alert!
My little AEW talk, which will be more broken down on Monday's BTB Live with Rodney and Chris. Catch them before Monday Night Raw from 6 to 8. They're an awesome duo. I still need to join in the show one time.
And I can do it like an elephant.
What does that say? I can do it like an elephant?
Yeah.
But Kyle O'Reilly jumped from NXT to AEW, and I like the fact that it's weird to me seeing those three in that brand when they were just the Undisputed Era and NXT. But I would like to see AEW somehow show footage of them three in the terrorizing the NXT scene in a way, you know?
All right, what did I miss?
I was talking about like a wrestling universe streaming site, basically.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see like Impact plus AEW, WWE Network type of thing. So there's one place to watch all the wrestling instead of just going to Peacock, because Peacock has so many issues. Like Jess Kaufman said, like the other one pay-per-view, the audio issue they had the Spanish commentary playing over the English commentary when nobody had the English shit happening.
They should try to get a contract with HBO Max.
Facts.
It would work.
I heard AEW was in the talks with HBO Max.
Yes. But also, because I think AEW needs a streaming site, and instead of paying $54.99 for a pay-per-view, there should be like the pay-you-one price situation, like WWE did with the network. It was like $9.99.
Mm-hmm.
You get to watch any pay-per-view you wanted, no matter what it was.
I'm not too keen on going back watching day pay-per-views, but
like the only pay-per-view I would go back to watching is the whole Britt Baker winning the Women's Championship, Heyman Page winning it against Kenny Omega.
The crazy thing about me, as speaking of me and what I do with the network or Peacock, I really go back to watch the ECW and WCW content. The WWF content or WWE content, for that matter, I grew up with. So I've seen it already. I'm okay with it. As far as the original content, there's different shows and things they had on. I wasn't really a big fan. But as far as the WCW content, the ECW pay-per-views, that is what I truly love. So
needed to watch WCW World War III that Rodney had us watch, 1996. I loved every single match until the last match, which was the big match, the 60-man battle royale with 3 rings. I gotta say that match was the most confusing match to watch because I know which ring to pay attention to, but then I found out. I know, but the only one ring I was only paying attention to was the ring that had the NWO in it. Because I was only interested. I love the NWO, but also only thing I have a problem with, like with WWE streaming service, is they have no calendar. It's broken down into seasons. I'd rather be able to watch a full month of WWE instead of flipping back from Raw to SmackDown. You watch Raw, continues on to SmackDown, Velocity, Heat, this, that. They needed the calendar.
And the crazy thing is that before it was sold to Peacock, WWE just updated their calendar to categorize their stuff. So over the pandemic, I watched all of the year of 2000. And I did Raw, SmackDown, leading up to each pay-per-view. And I would watch a Monday Night Raw a day, and I would SmackDown by night. And every day I'll move on. I got the storylines and everything. So it was cool because all I do is go month of October, year 2000. Yep. Raw, bang, SmackDown, bang. Move on to the next one. These seasons are killing me.
Yes.
Because the search, first of all, the search bar, you can't have a network within a network. It's annoying. You can't just go, because I search for one thing. I search cage match. It might give me a movie about matches and cages. I don't need that. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for specifically wrestling content. So it's very hard to navigate. Some people might disagree. They might say it's easy, but I believe it's difficult to navigate. It's annoying.
Yep.
The episode, it's just the way the whole setup is.
They don't have every single wrestler that ever wrestled for the company on the superstar list. I can't even find matches from Lita or Trish without searching Lita or Trish on the search bar.
Keep in mind, they also deleted a lot of content because of the things that were going on in the Attitude Era can't be shown today. So they got rid of a lot of stuff, which irks the hell out of me. Yeah,
because if anything, they should have put a warning, like how some of the WWE shows. I watched the SmackDown the other day, and it said TVMA. If this is not suitable for children, you can set up your parental controls.
Yeah, so
why not have a warning? This episode might trigger a certain group of people. So be warned, you know?
And I know why people say this. I know, but I'm sitting there saying, you know what? We live in a world where Adventure Time has stuff on it that is slightly inappropriate. You have cartoons out here that have been doing it for years. So, like when it comes to pro wrestling, it comes down to you already know what you're getting, and most of the time, people watching pro wrestling are not just children; it's adults. Somebody has to pay for the network. Your kid ain't paying for the network. You are.
We got a couple comments. Mitch said, "I love that. So good back in the day. The storylines just kept going."
Yes. Also, Christopher said, I do have one question regarding the AEW last night for you guys. During the main event, when MJF landed on the crown of his head next to the barricade after the dive, was that planned spot or botched like I felt it was?
I think it was a botch. Yeah, I don't think that was planned at all.
It was El Bacho.
It's going to be on Botchamania?
Yep.
Botchamania,
Stay
bro.
tuned. Botch.
Botchamania.
Or the video that somebody in the Scorecard Wrestling group keeps on saying about AEW botches.
Speaking of AEW, did you guys happen to see? It's been blowing up all over Twitter and in the wrestling groups. It was posted in the Jobber Tiers. It was posted in THWF. That asshole that was in like the third row with that sign about Nyla Rose.
Yes, he got kicked out.
Yeah, he got kicked out. That was horrible, man. What a dick.
But it's also, I will not like bring up anything, but back in the Attitude Era, that shit would have slid.
Yeah, no, it would have slid back in the day, but you know now everything with the LGBTQ community,
Yep.
you know, I got respect for them. I don't have nothing bad to say about it.
No,
you know, it is what it is. But
I'll give that.
That was a dick move. That was definitely a dick move.
You know what I'll say on it, and I know Chris will probably most likely elaborate on Monday. We talked about this.
Jessica Hoffman just commented and said he is a jerk. That was mean.
Yep, and look, we talked about this on the Four Corners of Commentary podcast with K Marvel and the boys. These fans, something's wrong with you. You judge the room, guys. You know. All right, so the first sign he made about the Hardy Boys, all right, funny sign, fine. The second sign you made was absolutely disgusting.
I will say this: this fan is known for bringing blank pieces of oak tag to AEW events or any wrestling event, and doesn't have anything written on it until the match.
So he
I
thought it was a whiteboard. I thought he had like a dry erase board.
He brings a blank piece of white oak tag and
makes his own size there.
Makes his own side as the show goes on.
Doing too much.
Look, you're doing way too much.
When you start to get offensive,
yes,
because now you wanted your 15 seconds of fame. Well, guess what? All of social media knows who you are now. You got your fame, bro.
Yeah, just like
you got your fame. You wanted it. There you go.
Yeah, just like your man's that attacked Seth Rollins, and just like the one who stole Rhea's gear.
Yep, and now look at this. Now that gentleman at the AEW show will forever be known as somebody that can be looked at as transphobic.
He's a bigot,
and also I think if you got kicked out of an AEW show, you're gonna be banned from an AEW show. They'll have your face on a poster that said "Do not allow this person in," just like they have, I think, at WWE shows that Alyssa banned people.
He'll probably get banned most likely from any wrestling show, because in the wrestling world, right now, that shit is definitely frowned upon. Anything that has to do with
I feel like community. Vince McMahon would have been on the phone with Tony Khan and been like, "Give me a picture of that guy. He's banned from our events too."
I'm sure. Look, they all talk.
Think about this: not just a specific community, but anything offensive.
Anything offensive, exactly.
Like you were talking about somebody's mother. I don't give a damn if you were talking about somebody's cousin. You don't be offensive, man. That's offensive.
Yep.
You clearly went out there looking for a reaction, and you got one. And I hope that Twitter continues to roast him.
Yep.
Oh,
it's the season of giving.
Yep.
It's the season of giving, right?
Absolutely.
So how about this? You give him all the hate in the world because he shouldn't have done what he did.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Now I do believe in second chances. I believe the man. Maybe you learn from your mistake. You learn. Life is about learning.
I want a handwritten apology to Nyla Rose for.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want him to get educated on the community first. I want you to get educated on why do you think it's okay for you to do what you did? I want you to, maybe you should sit down in a room with people that happen to be trans and ask them. Talk to them, have a conversation with them. Get yourself educated, brother. Don't walk around here ignorant. Don't do that.
Yep.
That's the last thing you want to do.
Andrew, here in Canada, they give us a content warning after every commercial break for Raw and SmackDown. Unless I watch the SmackDown Fox feed, then there's no content warnings.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica Hoffman says, "Love Nyla. I think she's amazing." I feel different. Like, I think she's a little bit sloppy in the ring at some points. She could work on her wrestling skills a lot better. Like Nia Jax. I love Nia Jax, but her wrestling skills absolutely are horrendous.
Me personally, I think when it comes to Nyla, I think the farthest I don't even consider it an insult. I consider it, the most I've ever said about Nyla was the fact that she's a big girl. She's fucking built like a fucking NFL linebacker. You put her against fucking Rio, it's like dude, it's like literally. I told Rodney a couple 2 weeks ago that Rio's about as weightless as the air in a bag of chips, bro. Like,
we were watching. We were at the AEW show at UBS Arena. We saw Rio taking on Jamie Hayter, and I was like, "This is a match Jamie Hayter should easily just pick apart Rio and win this match." And it ends up Rio fighting back and winning the match over a girl that's 2 times her size, and I'm like, why are they pushing Rio so much when they should push Jamie Hayter in a way so then it could be a little breakup of her and she can go on her way from Britt Baker in a way.
Yeah, and Rodney said it's not believable. It's not believable.
It's like Drake Maverick taking on Mark Henry in a ring, and Drake Maverick end up winning a match because it's like,
I won't go that. I think
it was like that time.
That's too big.
What was it? What was it in the ring? It was the Great Khali. I believe it was the Great Khali, Brock Lesnar and Mark Henry against Rey Mysterio.
Oh, it was Brock. It was Big Show. Big Show, Mark Henry, Great Khali, and Rey Mysterio in a fatal 4-way match, and Rey Mysterio ended up won the match.
Yeah,
not believable.
That's when I stopped believing in wrestling, bro.
Well, they gonna toss his little ass man.
It's that sometimes.
That was in a TikTok video of this guy Kenji be laughing or whatever his name is, right?
I have a gift for that.
My man be dying. He goes,
me and Ronnie send videos to each other every day on TikTok when he's saying shit.
Nah, I'll be wilding out on TikTok. Y'all don't follow me. I don't make TikToks. I just send them because they are hilarious.
This was the I never showed you guys the memes that we made for Peacock. The cock premium.
The cock premium.
And then we got the cock XL, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Your cock.
Well, you're not going to bust a nut anytime we're in the ring.
Mark, there was also a photo this morning of Nyla Rose noticing the sign and giving the asshole a Steve Austin salute before the little shit was let out by security.
As she should.
She should have spit on him.
As she should.
Right in the mouth.
I would have been hella mad.
Take that.
Bro.
You're disgusted.
I would have been freaking really mad about that.
She should have spit on him. Horrible. No, matter of fact, I ain't gonna take it that far. That's assault. That's a lot of assault. She should have just said, you know what? Educate yourself, young fella. Educate yourself.
Yeah, educate yourself.
Because that's look, the internet was gonna take care of it anyway. So she didn't have to even do anything if she didn't want to. She didn't have to. She should have just said, you know what? That's ignorant right there, brother.
Ignorant and disrespectful and yeah, bro.
And that's a shame. Shame on him, man. Shame on him. That's horrible.
Yep. I felt bad for her.
Hey, you don't want to do that to somebody, man. You got to be smarter than that.
Be educational.
Educate yourself. To judge the room. Understand. There's crazies everywhere. This is the wrestling world, man. We seen it with Seth Rollins. We see it. We see it happen time and time again with these crazy folks. And a lot of this stuff stems from social media. He probably posted all week. If somebody find his Twitter page and look at it, I guarantee you he posted all week. Get these signs up. I'm going to AEW, sit front row, get these signs up. That's how these people do it, bro. Like, it's stupid and it's not worth it. So now you can't go to no wrestling events.
Nope.
How does that make you look now, stupid? That you asked out now. That's your fault.
Yep. Also, before we get into a little bit more deep, we got a SmackDown preview. We have a battle royale. Oh, he doesn't know her story of what she's gone through in life.
I don't know.
That's why you got to be educational. You have to educate. Yep. The SmackDown preview this week that's already been taped because of Christmas Eve. We have a battle royale to name the new number one contender for the Intercontinental title. We got Toni Storm taking on Charlotte for the women's SmackDown Women's Championship, and many more matches to come. Like, they haven't announced any other matches yet. But I don't know. I don't think I'll be watching SmackDown because I'll be hanging out with my family.
Yeah.
But I'll probably record it. Hopefully my girl Toni Storm brings home the gold.
All right, Andrew, calm yourself down.
I need to somehow break up the relationship between her and Juice Robinson.
You out your mind, bro.
It's gonna be a hard night.
Is that Triple H?
No, that is Hawk.
All right. Also, do you guys want to bring anybody have a hot take right now?
Well, I have some hot take. Edge is trash. Always been trash. Another hot take I have. I don't know how much longer this Darby Allin thing is going to work. I don't know. I don't think it goes further past the half of this for coming year. This can't be go on forever. I think it's run its course. I know we talked about this on Monday, but I'm going to elaborate on Monday why, but I'm just so frustrated with that whole thing, that whole colossal mess of a thing. It just does not sit well with me. I'm a little aggravated with it.
Yep.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
And last night I was so disappointed, and I saw all the fanboys jump online talking about, "Oh, you saw the cool thing they did with the face paint." That's not cool, man. That's not cool.
Well, no, man. Can we talk about it? What happened last night, or should we leave that for Monday?
I think I'd rather leave that for Monday because they're like break down the whole show basically.
Ah, damn! I wanted to bring it up because it was my favorite point of the night.
What?
Cool Kyle.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool Kyle making his debut.
That's breaking news.
Okay, you can bring it up. You can talk. Okay, Mark, bring it up.
I was happy about it, man. I like the shirt too. I like the merch. I like that he's got the merch. I like that he's happy to be a part of AEW. And I want to see it. I want to see them try to bring back Red Dragon. I think that's going to be cool. I think that Adam Cole needs to pull away from the Bucks because it's really not doing enough for him.
See, here is my take about it. We had the Undisputed Era, and now, like our buddy Josh said, it's going to be the Undisputed Elite. That's how they're going to get away with having the UE back, because number one, they don't own this trademark hand signal, like the whole Too Sweet thing.
They might get a cease and desist. We better be careful. Well, my whole thing is, you notice how Mark's whole comment about it as a fan watching it and enjoying the moment, he did not bring up the Undisputed Era not once. He actually referred to Enola Team and Red Dragon. Can you believe that? So all of you guys online are so jumping for joy as if you didn't see this coming. You're so shocked that he showed up. Oh my God, it was so shocking. Guys,
you know what's crazy? But I was a little upset that the crowd didn't pop as hard as I thought they were gonna for him.
And I think the speculation went so far that's the reason that it affected his pop.
I
Yep.
think it was
And-
more so because, and I said this last night actually on the THWF AEW thread, because I usually do the Wednesday night threads. I said that I thought it was maybe because the Briscoes were supposedly thought to show up, and that never happened.
Yeah.
I was actually me personally, I thought that they were going to show up after the FTR match, and it never happened. I was very disappointed. I wanted them to show up because I know they signed with AEW already.
It's just like the, not meaning to cut you off. It's just like the Bray Wyatt situation, right? Where everybody was speculating that winter is coming, Bray is coming, Bray is coming, Bray is coming. Guys, you can keep speculating all you want until they show up. That's when they're really there. But the speculation for Kyle was so high because it was so obvious that he's definitely going there. Now, I didn't get word that he was going in. Nobody texted me and told me that. But I seen it. The writing was on the wall. It's like, you're going to. It's like the bully telling you, meet me outside at 3:00. We're going to fight. You know the fight's coming. So either you can run from it or you can fight. We as fans, we knew it was coming. So you can either be happy
showing up at some point.
Yeah,
it's still being talked about.
But everybody keeps pushing it back. Oh, nah, he's definitely showing up here. Oh, he was supposed to show up at Full Gear, didn't show up at Full Gear. Oh, he's definitely showing up at Winter's Coming.
And I told you what I thought was going to happen at Full Gear. I told you what I thought the lights were going to go out at the end. He was going to take out Hangman, and the Dark Order was going to turn on Hangman, and Bray was going to become the new leader of the Dark Order.
Which would have been a dope moment because no one would have saw that coming.
Yes.
But we expect him to come back people also misconstrued of thinking him coming back as a Fiend. It's not good. That's not happening. So, guys, get that out your mind.
It's going to be some variation of the Fiend.
Oh yeah,
it's not going to be what the Fiend was.
I think it's going to be more along the lines of an Malachi Black kind of dark character. It's not going to be to the extent of what the Fiend was, guys. You're not getting that. That's not happening. Now, Malachi Black kind of style, yeah, I can see that happening. Now,
hello, Mike. Hello, General Mike Mack, who's our Onyx NXT General. Okay, also my coworker. He's an awesome dude. Kicked my ass,
man,
bro. He kicked my fucking ass in Yu-Gi-Oh! The other day, and I don't want to duel him ever again. He sent me to the Shadow Realm.
Yo, my man had your he went down there, he put his cards down in defense mode at the end of his turn. That's what he did to you, bro.
No, he put these. No, he put these. Have these new cards, the gadget cards. It's called a numbers deck. He put certain cards down that brings out other cards, and he activated an effect that put my life points from 8,000 to 100 in one turn like this.
No,
I wanted to die.
My man,
your boy just took a shit on your life, bro. Like,
yep. You just lost me. I don't even know what number deck is.
Yeah, they have different decks and shit. They have a wrestling deck that he has long ass paragraphs on every card that certain things you can't do to this monster.
Listen, I remember Dark Magician, Guy of the Fierce Knight, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon,
Jinzo. Like now these days they're making these cards that have different effects that are crazy.
Trap Hole, that was my favorite trap card.
Yes. Bottomless Trap Hole.
Bottomless Trap Hole.
Also,
I had so many cool cards, bro. I had the God cards actually.
Yeah, Sly for the Sky Dragons,
Obelisk the Tormentor, and the Winged Dragon of Raw.
Yo, remember when those cards was popping, and you get the real deck, and all of a sudden you go to 99 cent store, you get the fake deck. You don't know what the hell's written on them cards.
The holofoil ones.
Yeah, the ones that say the blue dragon with.
They used to be right next to the Kungis.
The Kungis,
blue eyes,
bro. Damn, son.
the
you
blue
remember
eyes
fucking
white
Coongies,
dragon
bro?
card.
Let's talk about that, bro. When we used to go to that fucking, you know exactly which store I'm talking about
Yes,
too
I
on fucking
do.
Myrtle, bro. That sold the fucking Coongies. That
Yep.
Chinese owned fucking. They had all the fucking all the like the little fucking trinkets and the damn thing, bro, and the little China closet type thing, bro.
Yep. What's going on, K Marvel? How are you, brother?
Oh,
That's
K
what's still
Marvel.
there.
Hey, K. Hey, I saw Spider-Man Monday. No spoilers, but it was amazing.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
good. It was great, bro.
Oh.
I had a lot of a good fanboy moment, but we're not gonna get into it because I gotta let Rodney see it himself.
Now listen, I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you right now, the Coongies was the game changer, bro.
Coongies was definitely a game
What's-
changer, bro.
Yo,
And when we used to play fucking handball and Skelly on the block, bro.
Crystal used to kick our ass in handball, bro.
And Skelly, bro, when we used to have the Skelly caps.
What's Skelly?
Sal
Skelly,
used to make
okay,
them
so
beasts.
Skelly is like shuffleboard, sort of. It's sort of like shuffleboard, but you play it with, you take a milk carton cap and you fill it with hot wax to weigh it down,
Put a penny in it.
and you toss it, or
Melt
you
the
could
crayon.
you could use a Gatorade cap, whatever the fuck you.
That
have,
was a
but any
killer.
type of cap.
That was a killer cap. The Gatorade cap. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And we used to play in the middle of the street. So somebody's father would have a spray paint can, spray paint the Skelly court in the middle of the street. You had the four corners plus the inner box that had numbers on it. The whole point to it is start at the start line, go to
It's
one.
like hood shuffleboard, bro.
Yeah. You go to 1, go to 2, go to 3, go to 4, all the way up to 10. But 10 will be the final box all the way at the end. So you gotta flick your cap to knock out the other caps out of the box. And if you get to kill it, pull out your killer cap. That was a Gatorade cap. That motherfucker heavy.
Chris hit us with a big ass comment. He said, one thing about SmackDown that's been bugging me lately is since Sonya Deville has finally had her return match, are the plans for her a full-time return to the ring, or are they going to continue with this pseudo authority? I'll wrestle whenever the fuck I'll feel like it. Role. I'd really love some clarity with this shit.
Wouldn't we all? I think she might return full time.
Yeah.
I think she's ready. It was all about her comfort level and what she was ready to do. But I think she's ready now. I think she's ready to go.
Because remember, she was going through shit during this pandemic era with the Thunderdome and everything, with the stalker showing up to her house, and now she was going through that lawsuit and everything. I think give her time. Also, I just think we need more clarity with. I hate these WWE officials like Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville being officials,
Pearce, aka Johnny Sins.
Yeah, I wish they brought back general managers for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown instead of having these officials. They could give me a Stephanie McMahon again being a manager. Give me somebody that actually.
You would never get Hot Stephanie back. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Stephanie McMahon of 2002.
You'll never get Hot Stephanie back. Never.
But
that was a one-time deal. You're never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Stephanie used to be
if you could name Raw and a SmackDown general manager, who would it be?
Oh man. Look who I'm watching right now. I'm watching Braun Breaker's daddy. He out here barking with a collar around his neck. He look crazy. He looked just like his mom. Anyway, if I had to pick a general manager,
bring in Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae.
Man, nah, they ain't gonna take that role. That's too heavy. Ooh. Ooh.
What?
I have an idea.
A light bulb went over Roddy's head.
Let's see. Do we have a sound effect for that?
You constantly have wrestlers who are under contract that you don't quite use, or the ones that you want to use, but you don't get the chance to get around and making them a story. The way you do it is you shoe in somebody for that role. Somebody like a Reggie or somebody like a Drake Maverick.
Okay.
Drake
Somebody
Maverick
that you
was the
normally
general
don't-
manager of 205 Live, and he actually did a phenomenal job of that
Yes, he did.
until they.
They brought him back and then released him again.
So you gotta have those options there. Reggie, I can see being the Raw general manager.
That'd be cool.
I can definitely see that.
Yep.
You can also
I can
have.
see-
Bring back Teddy Long.
I can see MVP
Ooh.
being the SmackDown general manager. Swag to him. Don't take no
Okay.
crap from nobody. He will get in the ring if he has to put his hands on someone.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
yo, you know who I can see as a general manager as a funny role?
Who?
If you say R-Truth. I knew it. I knew he was gonna fucking say it, bro. I was thinking it too. I wanted to say it, but
Yo, he shows up. He's the SmackDown general manager. Shows up on Raw. I thought this was Friday Night SmackDown.
Jesus.
he shows up on fucking NXT and some shit.
Or hire Bischoff again, but he doesn't want to be on talent no more. He's past that.
I've been waiting for fucking R-Truth to get so confused. He shows up on fucking AEW.
Oh,
Man,
wait.
man, if they would open
they were
up
supposed to
Forbidden
be?
Door, bro, the storylines R-Truth would have.
Or
No,
True
look-
shows up on shows up on AEW. I thought this was NXT.
yo. First of all, let's get something clear. People are acting like R-Truth can't wrestle.
Yo,
He's
he
a
was-
hell of a
He's
wrestler.
a phenomenal performer in the ring.
He can get down in the ring.
Yep.
Let's not
Ron
get it
Killings,
twisted.
bro.
Ron Killings,
Ron
aka
Killings is a problem.
And
At
he
first-
got bars for days, bro.
Yo,
Ron Killings
he is a problem.
nasty on the mic, bro.
He can DJ, he can MC, he can do all. He's a jack of all trades, bro.
Yep.
I don't care if they bring him in a different promotion as a DJ gimmick.
That'd be
Yo.
cool.
Man, I used to love the Steiner Brothers here. The Steiner Brothers were managed by Ted DiBiase. And
What are you watching, Rodney?
Oh, I'm watching World War 397.
Okay.
But yeah, it's on in the background right now. This is pre Scott Steiner about to cut his hair. So Scott got the black hair jacked out of his universe.
Oh, okay. Chris said, "How about R-Truth on SmackDown, and you put William Regal or Wade Barrett as the GM of Raw?
Yo, give me Ray Barrett on Raw. Keep
Wade Barrett on Raw and William Regal on SmackDown. I think would be cool. R-Truth, yeah, would be cool on SmackDown. But
Yo, it's R-Truth be trying to book John Cena matches. I mean, my childhood favorite
that'd be a
wrestler,
funny gimmick.
John Cena, to wrestle tonight, and everybody, he doesn't. He's currently filming a movie. Truth. Oh, my bad.
Oh man.
But also, I'd like to see William Regal stay as the general manager of NXT 2.0.
Yeah,
But you know what did not feel the same this year with that him announcing the War Games match?
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Regal is wrestling the Steiner Brothers right now in this match. Hell of a worker, man. Regal, shout out to Regal, another guy that does exactly what he's told to do, and he's a great hand in the ring. He can help, he can teach, he can get people ready.
yeah, he's good, man.
This is what WWE I think is missing in the back is the guys that used to just shovel out ideas, the people that was willing to help. There's a lot of suit and tie guys in there, and I know me and Chris always talk about who to blame, right, and why Raw has been so bad and why SmackDown has done better. Well, look at the talent pools on both shows, and then I know everybody likes to put the onus on Vince because Vince gets the final say so, but I keep telling people it goes deeper than him. I think it's a bigger thing than just Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. The point is, we missed those talents in the back that was able to help. The Fit Finleys, the Devons, the William Regals, the Funaki. I know people, it's a jokey joke gimmick that he's always had. He's a great wrestler too. Like, this is why Jamie Noble's still back there.
Funaki.
Jamie was a phenomenal wrestler. He just was small. So there's a lot of good.
Funaki,
can come out.
Funaki
Yo,
was great, man.
I gotta tell you.
You know who actually currently reminds me a little bit of Funaki? Ikemen Jiro. Jiro, yo, him and Jacket Time.
Oh, Jacket Time.
Jacket Time. Jacket Time.
Him and Kushida.
My boy calls them the Fap Japs.
Oh my god. He said Jacket Time.
The Fap Japs. I called them the Kamikaze Wankers.
You know what? The other day I was watching a SmackDown, and it was an episode where Jamie Noble got his ass handed to him. It was like getting beat the shit out of, and I was like this. I'm like,
Jamie fucking Noble, bro. Damn, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Jamie Noble's he's a hell of a man.
Jamie Noble.
but excellent cruiserweight champion back in the day. Had Nydia on his side.
Jesse and Festus.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yo, I gotta say that was
man.
I gotta say that was kind of a great gimmick in a way.
That was such a good gimmick, man.
Like with the bell ringing and fucking now Gallows going crazy.
No, first of all, I still can't believe that was effing Gallows, man. I can't.
Doc Gallows,
I can't believe that was him.
The fact that they did that gimmick and then they had the Miz and Morrison like messing with them, and they would ding it the bell, and he would get mad, and then they would ding it back, and he'd go. And then at one point they made him go mild, and then they dropped the ring bell and they dropped the hammer on top of the bell. Mm-hmm. So Festus got mad again.
Yeah, man.
See, the biggest thing
right here, bro. Shout out to Jesse and Festus, bro. Jesse and fucking Festus.
Man, that's crazy.
I can't believe they really had my boy Gallows looking like that, bro.
Yo, he looked crazy, man. You know who I miss? And I had the pleasure of getting the chance to talk to him when he was cooking, doing his cooking stuff. And I believe he's still a cook now. Gene Snitsky.
Really?
Snitsky? Yeah. I worked for a network that was going to host the show for him. And things kind of fell apart, but really nice guy, man. And now knowledgeable about the business. He wasn't like, it's so crazy to look at these guys and like they're not as silly and as I don't like using that word. They're not as silly and as uneducated as people think. Just because you portray a character doesn't mean that that's you. The man's a hell of a cook.
Snitsky was a mistake. It was like one time. It was supposed to be a one-off,
yeah,
and then it turned. It was supposed to him attacking Kane, and then that was supposed to be the rest of him. He was still in OVW at the time, and he got called up because they needed somebody to attack Kane. And he worked the part really. He was supposed to face Kane in a match, like he was supposed to be an enhancement talent, and end up working with the whole steel chair and hitting Kane and Toledo when the whole pregnancy.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Remember that?
and then him kicking the baby doll into the crowd.
Classic wrestling moment.
Oh man, there was so much shit that you could get away with back in the day on wrestling that you cannot get away with today, man.
Oh, classic wrestling.
Oh my God, there's so much.
Go back to Raw 2004. Believe it or not, Rodney, but Corbin's a legit barbecue nut. Ooh,
really? I didn't know that. Good to know. Shout out to JR's Barbecue.
Hello, goddaughter Angelica.
Trish. Look at my niece looking all cute and shit.
Look at
you want to say hi?
Look at my niece looking all cute. Who I still need to meet, damn it.
Are you going to speak to us today, Angelica? Talk.
What do you want to talk about?
Baby. Hi, Jelly.
Who's this?
Can you talk?
Who's that?
Jelly. Hi. So much fun.
Hi.
Welcome, Jelly, to the show.
Hello, goddaughter.
Jelly.
Yeah.
But
here's our
so
weekly appearance by Angelica on Andrew's Hot Takes. She is actually the star of the show.
Hi.
She generates your ratings. I'm sorry, buddy.
Yep. She brings in the ratings.
Yeah, we're trying to start a Daddy and Me podcast when you get old enough to say full sentences.
That would be great, bro. I would love to see it.
You're not there yet. But once you get old enough to do full sentences, we'll start that.
Bro. So check this out, man. You know who I actually found out is actually a real asshole, like in real life, like a complete asshole, bro.
Who?
JBL.
Yep.
JBL is a dick, bro.
Yeah.
I had the fortune of having JBL come through the airport a few times, man. JBL is a fucking asshole, bro.
He is a grade A piece of meat. I can tell you that right now.
You know, I got to tell you who's the nicest person in the world?
Rob Van Dam. I met Rob Van Dam closing the lane one night. Rob Van Dam was the last person to come through TSA pre-check, man. That motherfucker is so cool, bro.
Yo,
what's going on, bro?
Yo, he might play the fiend on TV, but Bray Wyatt.
Oh, Wyndham Rotunda, hands down, bro. Such a
really nice
guy, bro.
I would tell you this. My flight was out of JFK. I was going to Vegas. I was going, the Islanders were playing the Las Vegas Golden Knights in Vegas. So we were me and my dad, Ryan, and Ryan's father, we're going on a flight to Vegas in the morning. And it was a Tuesday. So Raw 25, like the 25th anniversary show, was at the Manhattan Center and the Garden. And at the airport, I see Bray Wyatt. I go up to him. I said, "Hey, Mr. Wyatt, how you doing?" He goes, "Did you go to the show last night?" I said, "No, I wanted to go, but tickets were so expensive for both Manhattan Center and the Garden that I didn't go." And I said, "Can I take a picture?" He goes, "Yeah." Meanwhile, I kind of needed to delete some stuff, but he said, "Take your time. My flight's not for 2 hours." But he goes, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm going to Vegas." He goes, "We're going to Baltimore for a show, but believe it or not, if you're able to stick around for a little few, more of us are coming to the thing." And I'm like, and you could meet some of the guys, some of the wrestlers. I said, "Bray, this is the first time I ever ran into somebody at the airport. I'm not that guy that will track down you guys at the airport." And he and I had a conversation for 5-10 minutes while my dad, Ryan, and his father were going through like security and everything. And he literally goes, "At least you're one of the nice people that actually don't come to an airport just to get autographs and stuff." And I saw JBL and I said, "Hey, JBL." And he didn't even turn around. He just went like this. I saw Mandy Rose there. I said, "Hey, Mandy," but she waved, and I could have went up to her, but she was with family. I have something where I'm not the guy that will go up to somebody if they have family or with them. Like
back in 2011, when I first started working for TSA in the airport, they had just come off of a show, I believe, in New York at the Garden. And all of them came through, bro. Edge, fucking Big Show, dude, all of them. Shane McMahon, Triple H, all of them, bro. And they were so cool, man. Everybody was so cool, man. They were so hype. We were taking pictures with them. I helped a few of them with their bags to their gates, man. It was dope, bro. It was a good time.
I will say this, that I have one other person I heard that's not really so nice, is one of my personal favorites is Sasha Banks. She hates people at airports. Like, she doesn't sign autographs for people. She just walks through because she I think, getting sick of the whole people waiting at airports. Like, I would never do that. Like, if I saw Sasha, I'd be like, "Hi, Sasha." But
I had the pleasure of running into, like I said, Scott Steiner. That was funny. He's trying to hide while starting a cup of coffee behind a pillar at WrestleCon. Me and Anthony held Rich Swann's bags during WrestleCon because he was going to miss the opportunity to meet his childhood hero Bret Hart. So we told him he's right in the next room He goes, really? I was like, yes, just skip the line. You're a wrestler. Like, go. And he goes, you guys want I'm washing my bags? I was like, go. If you don't go see Bret Hart, I got your bags. Don't worry about it. So he was a really nice guy.
Yeah, Rich Swann is a really nice guy. We were outside of Impact taping at the Melrose Ballroom. Yo,
Yeah.
there's certain people that are very nice in life. I thought Tessa Blanchard would have been a asshole outside.
No, she was
so nice. She was so nice. Like, I asked her because I was going to the convention, the big event that was happening at LaGuardia Airport Plaza.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, how much are you guys charging at the big event? And she goes, actually, I don't know, but if you contact so-and-so, you can find out how much a combo is. So Tessa told me to contact you because I'm going to go meet her at the big event. How much is your combos? They gave me a little discount. It was normally like $40 for a combo. They only made me get charged $25 because I said Tessa told me to reach out for her. And she remembered me that day at the big event. Rich Swann was nice. One asshole was Josh Matthews. He was an asshole to Mitch.
He's always.
I met
Always been an asshole.
What did I meet? I met Big Swole at Battle Club Pro.
Yeah, I heard she's a very nice person.
I actually know the owner of Battle Club Pro.
We know the co-owner of Battle Club Pro too.
Yeah.
Cool dude.
Cool woman.
I know Joe. I met Joe through my boy Richie.
And I know Janelle via Jobber Tears podcast.
And I met Shotzi, Santana, and Ortiz. That was the very last. That Battle Club Pro that I went to was the very last time we saw Santana and Ortiz in Indy before AEW.
Yeah.
And Shotzi before NXT and Big Swole before AEW.
Wow.
Which is cool.
Like,
Shout out to Big Swole. I hope she's doing good.
We got the pleasure. Behind the Barricade got the pleasure of sponsoring a match at the Jobber Slam this past summer, and with that sponsorship came an opportunity to talk to the wrestlers we sponsored. So it was really, really cool, and that's why I met the guys from the Four Corners of Commentary. Phenomenal guys. Met a lot of people that networked a lot, but talking to Shane Taylor was really, really cool.
Of Shane Taylor Promotions.
Shane Taylor seems like a cool dude, man.
They are the coolest dudes ever,
I need to meet them.
And they were so nice. They really. I went over to the table to buy a T-shirt, and we chopped it up for a bit. It was a hell of a match. Like, I think you guys are so dominant. You hear me? Dominant that you need to be on a large scale stage and feel in front of 20,000 people. I think that you are that talented. Bro, I appreciate that, man. And it's not a lot of time to hear. No, a lot of people say it. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. And they believe in themselves that they can do it. They just have to get with the right people. And they give me. I've always said that they give me Harlem Heat vibes, where no one believed in Booker T and Stevie Ray could be one of the greatest tag teams of all time. But when you got them in front of that 18,000, 17,000 people and that crowd popped, yeah, that's how great they can be.
Oh, by the way, Mark, we need to have Rodney grow a pair and meet his idol.
Love you, mama.
Because couple of times Rodney had an opportunity to meet his idol, fucking D'Lo Brown, and he's too scared to go up to him.
Why are you so scared to go with the D'Lo, bro?
I had no issues walking up to Becky Lynch and having a conversation with her. I had no issues walking up to Coco Beware.
Becky Lynch when I was at Raw, bro. Becky Lynch I was in the second row, man. I had the fortune of being able to talk to Becky Lynch, and I had the fortune of being able to talk to Big E.
Yeah, because we are at a Impact taping. And he's sitting down just before the show starts, and I say, "Go up there." He was doing nothing. I was 5 feet away from him and Mark Henry at WrestleCon, Yeah.
Bro.
And Anthony and Janelle were yelling at me. Janelle was like, Rodney, if you don't get your ass over there and pay your $20 to meet D'Lo, I'm gonna yell at you. And I was like, I can't
on,
do
man.
it. He's right there.
So,
D'Lo is great,
yo,
bro.
so Rodney, if Impact
Oh.
ends up doing a show during
You better
WrestleMania weekend
fucking go meet
in-
D'Lo.
in Dallas, or he's in a wrestling convention, a WrestleCon,
I've
I am
known-
dragging you by your little beard hair.
Bro, I've known
meet
that
D'Lo
you were
Brown.
a D'Lo fan since we were like 5, bro.
That's my guilt. I said that's my guilty pleasure wrestler, and a lot of people always like would get on. Oh, he wasn't that good. No, to me, he was that damn good. And I
D'Lo
just
Brown was great, bro. We were Dudley
Man.
Boy fans when we were kids, man.
that like
I was
and-
always Bubba Ray and you were D'Lo, bro.
well, Devon.
Devon. Okay, yeah, I'm bugging the fuck out. Why the fuck was I thinking Devon?
No, because
Dudley
it's
Boys.
same
Devon,
pronunciation. But
I got it messed up.
but no, D'Lo was
D'Lo's great though.
he's phenomenal, man.
Yes.
D'Lo's great. And
I
know
watched
you're
his
a D'Lo
script,
I
fan.
gotta stop getting scared. But know who also was really nice? Brian Cage. Brian
Brian
Cage is
Cage
a
seems like
nice
a
guy,
cool dude.
man. He was
Brian
such
Cage
a nice
seems
guy.
like a great guy.
But they have nothing for him right now in AEW, which is making me
Is
sad.
he still signed?
Yes. He's just not doing much. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know.
No, he's not hurt. Because
So
Melissa Santos has said it multiple times, his wife, that they had nothing for him in AEW. Meanwhile, there's 3 legends and 2 current stars who would have loved to meet face to face right now. Name them, Christopher Brown. But Brian Cage could do something in WWE.
Brian Cage could do something in WWE, but
I don't think Brian will ever go
they
I know.
might bury him in WWE.
because he can do so much more as a big man that they won't allow him to do. And that's not they will put Brian Cage in a box, and that's not who he is. And I think I said Brian Cage versus Wardlow was something that I want to see on a major level. I just think that Brian Cage can bring the best out of Wardlow, and I'm a huge Wardlow fan.
Yeah.
I think Wardlow is the next big thing, but I don't think anybody ever agrees with me.
I like
But-
Wardlow.
But I think that the perfect dance partner for him would be Brian Cage with his.
I just don't like how
experience.
Wardlow's being used currently.
You mean too?
Same thing,
As a
exactly.
bodyguard for MJF.
You're
They're
putting
big
this
guys. they're
big
big
man up
guys.
against a bunch of jobbers.
But see, the thing is, you rather put the spotty guys who do high spots all the time on the card than put your big men on the card as shock value. That's the issue I have with this company. Also, is that they don't utilize their big men very well, and you gotta have that big man factor, that collision course, that clash. Because you had it. I know. I'm just listen. I get it. One of the bigger guys was a man that passed away, and he was doing a phenomenal job at using his size and his stature.
Mr. Brody Lee.
Yeah, man, Brody Lee was crushing it. But the thing is, since his passing, they really haven't got back to the big man per se as a focal point, and that's something that I think AEW is missing. But you have him there. You have Wardlow. You
Chris
have
said-
Brian Cage.
Chris said DiBiase, IRS, Cowboy Bob Orton, and the current ones, Ricochet and Damian Priest, who incidentally I wouldn't mind seeing being formed into a tag team down the road. That would be dope.
I personally think Ricochet is buying his time.
Yep.
And letting that contract roll out or waiting for a release, and he's going off to the races.
He'll go to
he's
AEW
been
or
I
New
want
Japan.
I want to see him bring back Prince Puma.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
I think
Yep.
if he goes to New Japan, he'll bring back Prince Puma.
Because when we look at it on the surface, look at how great Lucha Underground was.
Oh,
And
great, bro.
I will never forget that match.
Great,
And
bro.
I know
Phenomenal matches.
Vampiro is old, but I would never forget that match against him and Pentaconchi.
Oh,
That was one for
that
the
was
ages,
one
man.
fucking phenomenal match,
I
bro.
used to watch Lucha Underground
Oh my God,
on
that match.
on Netflix and stuff.
Lucha
But-
Underground was crazy, man. It was a crazy show, and it's sad that kind of ended the way it did, and
then the contracts, the falling out of certain superstars within the company, aka Taya Valkyrie had a falling out with them because they weren't paying her or they wouldn't release her out of their contract because they were signed for a certain amount of years due to the seasons they had. But there's a couple of superstars that I want to meet currently. It's Tony Storm. The other one currently I really, really want to meet is Big E.
Big E's great. Big E is such a lovable dude, man. I met Big E twice.
I would give you what he said: 3 legends and 2 current. Okay, I would love to sit down and have a conversation with DDP. I would love to sit down and have a conversation with, because I think he can just hold a great conversation. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I also would love to sit down and pick the brain of Eric Bischoff. I think Bischoff has a lot more to offer when it comes to asking questions, because he's so involved with so many different things. From as a broadcaster standpoint, I would love to have a conversation with Eric Bischoff. Okay. And as far as 2 current superstars I would love to meet, oh man, who would I love to meet today? If I had the chance to meet him, who would I love to meet?
Alexa Bliss, number 1. Number 2, Dana Brooke.
Wait. Hold on. Now,
I already got you.
I might be too scared to meet Alexa. Dana Brooke, I wouldn't mind meeting Dana Brooke, because I think that she needs to be told how good she really is. And y'all need to stop sleeping on Dana. That's number 1. Number 2, I would say I would love to meet the Street Profits. I think that you and another 2 guys that you can have a conversation with that will tell you a lot about what they are and where they come, their background, where they come from. I think that we can relate a little bit and we can sit down and have a true conversation. So I'll say currently Dana Brooke, because I think Dana Brooke has a story to tell, but nobody's asking it.
All right, so if I had to pick, I would say my 3 legends, and God rest his soul, but one of my top legends, I would want to sit down and have a conversation with Eddie Guerrero. I would love to fucking sit down. I feel like me and Eddie Guerrero could talk for hours. I would have to say Eddie Guerrero. Let me think. Eddie Guerrero. I would love to sit down and have a conversation with The Undertaker. I think The Undertaker would be a fun dude to talk to. And definitely I would also go with Steve Austin. Just because I want to fucking spend a day with that man. That guy lives a cool life.
The cool thing about Austin is that Austin will ask questions as well as listen to your question. Like it's so cool. What the part that's really cool about him. He's surprisingly one of the best interviewers I've ever seen or listened to, because his questions are just very straight to the point. They're black and white. And sometimes I like that when I'm listening to somebody that's doing an interview. I like getting straight to the point. I like a guy that's going to ask some controversial questions, because I'm a controversial guy. And that's something that really resonates with me. Yeah. I think that he's fantastic at it. And when I listen to his podcast, I know the whole podcast thing is taking a break right now, but when you listen to those past episodes, you get the chance to, guys, it's phenomenal stuff. Oh God, Lord have mercy.
I will say this.
The wrestler I hate the most is on screen.
I will say this. The 3 legends I would love to meet: Kane.
Okay. Kane, that's
trying to get him to change some. Try to get him to change some policies.
Kane. I would like to talk to The Rock.
Oh, that was one of my picks.
See what it felt like to grow up with the Samoan side, growing up, having to represent the Samoans, all of his family heritage. And the last one, the Ultimate Warrior, God rest his soul.
Oh yeah.
See how it was to wrestle against the guys like Hulk Hogan, like other people, like be able to talk to Ultimate Warrior and stuff.
Okay, Ultimate Warrior is cool. Now, if I had to pick two today, I would love to hang out with Hangman and Adam Page.
Oh, nice.
Adam Page, because I love beer, and that motherfucker loves beer. I feel like I like to drink. He likes to drink. I feel like he'd be a cool dude to talk to.
I would say one of the wrestlers that I fear right now. And I'm be scared to talk to, even though he's my favorite wrestler at the moment, other than Hangman Adam Page. Walter.
I paid $20 for him to chop the shit out of you.
Nah, man, I can't.
Chop!
I'm petrified. Like, cause he's so, and
he is not big. He's getting skinnier, and now he's all that weight is going over here. Now I'm scared for any wrestler that's wrestling him, because that one chop. Now it's
a chop heard around the world. We all remember the Adam Cole chop.
Yep.
That chop was wicked, bro. Wicked. I'll probably do most. Well, any title match he had at NXT UK, just watch him. Just watch what he did to people. He abused Dragunov. Abused him.
Yep.
Tyler Bate abused him. I think he did worse to Tyler Bate than he did Dragunov.
And then Pete Dunne.
Oh, Pete Dunne. Well, Pete Dunne didn't have it
Pete
that
Dunne
bad.
seems cool.
Pete Dunne didn't have it that bad. I also would like to meet Indy Hartwell. I think she also has a cool story to tell.
Yeah,
And
cool.
Who's your last wrestler?
It can be from any brand, right?
Yep.
I want to pick one from WWE, but I'm trying to figure out who I would really like to meet. Honestly, just because I think he's no, maybe not. I'd like to meet Kofi.
Nice.
I'd love to meet Kofi, only because I've met Big E, and Big E's real down to earth, and I have a lot of respect for Kofi.
So do I.
I think he's such a great person. He does a lot for the community.
Yep.
And he's a great father to his kids, and he's a good family man, and he's done a lot for the industry. Guys probably brought more money to that industry than fucking Vince can count on.
Yep.
So
I gotta hand it to any of the black wrestlers that are wrestling today. They're great representation for the community. aka Street Profits. Gotta say Private Party, even though Private Party isn't really booked. Private Party isn't really booked as well on AEW as they were in the indie scene. The New Day, you got Shane Taylor Promotions. You got so many of these guys that are great representation for the black community, that they're role models in a way. Like, you might be a young, aspiring black person or African American that wants to wrestle, and you guys got the Street Profits, the New Day, Shane Taylor Promotions, Private Party. You got all these guys that you can look up to these days. You know where I got my inspiration? From the New Day. I didn't look at John Cena. I didn't look at Roman Reigns. I didn't look at Seth Rollins. I looked at these guys. They were my pillars of WWE. They're on my Mount Rushmore of wrestling. You got Harlem Heat that were great role models back in the day for them. You got so many people to look up to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, speaking of Street Profits, we saw Dan Montez Ford dunking grabbing on a hoop with loafers on. You're muted, Rodney.
My man had on dress shoes out here dunking.
Yep, at
Evolve. He was dunking on the rim, hanging on the rim with fucking dress shoes on. She was crazy.
It was crazy. Like back. Yes, I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, take us home, brother.
Yep. You can catch Rodney and Chris Monday from 6 to 8 before Monday Night Raw, as they bring up NXT 2.0 and AEW from this past week. Catch us next week, Thursday from 7 to 9. Next week's show will be a double pay-per-view review / our end of the year rewards, because it's the last show of the new year. We'll bring out our WWE breakout stars, and they're the superstar of the year for Raw and SmackDown. We could bring up AEW, NXT we could bring it up if we want to bring it up. But also, I'd like to thank Rodney's childhood friend Mark for coming on the show tonight. Very first time for Andrew's Hot Takes. I know he was on the show this past Monday, right?
Yep, and the week before.
Week before. You bring in excellent hot takes. You bring in excellent knowledge of wrestling. If you'd like to join us again for another show, you can always come on the show. I like reoccurring guests. An open invitation will be always sent to you. Just have to contact Rodney, who will tell me that you could join the show. But I'd like to thank you for joining. That scared the shit out of me. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Andrew's Hot Takes, presented by Beyond the Barricade. I'd like to once again wish everybody a happy holidays, a safe, Merry Christmas. Stay warm, stay healthy, and peace and love, everybody, and have a good night.